Hey everyone, it's Desy Cheng and I have way too many sling bags. So some of these bags were given to me and some of them I purchased myself. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about which ones are my favorite EDC travel sling camera bags that I have. I'm going to kind of go through each and every single one of these bags, briefly tell you about what I like and what I didn't like, and I'll just kind of really just skim through it. Now, if you are interested in watching the full review of each one of these bags, I'll link it in the description below, as I pretty much almost did a full review on almost every single one of these bags. Full disclosure, no one has asked me to make this video or anything. I'm just doing this on my own accord, and so everything is me based on my honest opinion. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the Bellroy Venture Sling 6 liter. Now, I find that this is a very versatile sling bag. It's not the prettiest, however, it's pretty functional. The strap is very, very easy to adjust. It's just opens up really wide. It's got some good organizers. It's nice and folds flat down. So if you are traveling, you can totally throw this into a suitcase or a backpack. And so this is going to be great to travel with. Now, it's not a camera bag, but you can totally put a camera in here. It doesn't have any dividers, so it would just be like, you know, a single camera body with one lens attached. But yeah, I really like this Bellroy 6 liter. It's a really good size for me to carry my everyday essentials. I also have the 10 liter Venture camera sling bag, and this is the one that actually has the padded dividers on the inside. However, I mean, it's a great bag, but there's a few things I really didn't like about it. Number one is the strap. The strap is definitely not nearly as adjustable as the Venture Sling 6 liter. And the other thing I really found annoying was that if you are putting camera things in here, there's no sleeve. If you had to put documents, or if you wanted to put an iPad or anything like that in addition to your camera, there's no sleeve. I mean, it would have been great if they just included a back zipper pocket either on the exterior or even on the interior of the bag. That would have been great. But because of those reasons, I'm probably not going to be keeping this bag, and I'll probably sell this one. This right here is the Lululemon hip pack or waist belt, and is a very small bag. Maybe it's only like 1.5 liters. What I really like about it is it would just carry your my everyday essentials. I have a pocket knife, I have my AirPods, my wallet, as well as my keys, and that's pretty much all I need. And usually I keep my cell phone in my actual pocket, but it's very small. It's got some nice organization. I got a special zippered pocket, and I think the one thing I really like about that is that there's no dangly strap. Once you kind of like set it and forget it, in terms of the length, but if you did need to loosen it, you just will have to spend time just to kind of feed it through the loop system. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be great for hip pack whenever I'm wearing sports shorts, and I don't want like my keys and all that kind of stuff dragging my shorts down. I always wear this. So this is a great thing to have, or even if you're traveling, and you can also use it as a sling bag as well. Next up, we have the Wandrd Rogue 6 liter. I really love this bag, especially for traveling with camera gear. One of the reasons is because it has this kind of full-on waterproof shell to it. It's got that rubberized look. It's very rugged. I really love this color, and you can get it in many different other colors as well. And there's so many things that you can do with it. I mean, for traveling, the one feature I really like is this back external zippered pocket right here. And this is going to be great if you want to be putting your boarding passes, your passport, anything like that, so you can just really easily access it. In addition to that, it does have the padded dividers, so if you wanted to have a camera or other things in there, you can totally fit it in there. And there's also another divided sleeve at the very back for smaller items. Other things I really like about it is, you know, there's expandability options. If you wanted a jacket, you can totally tie it on here. Also at the bottom, it does expand as well, and there's a pocket right here. So if you wanted to put a tripod through there or a water bottle, you can do that as well. Also, the back panel, it is padded. The straps are fairly easy to adjust, and it's nice and padded. So this Wandrd Rogue 6 liter is probably my favorite camera sling out of all the bags that I have here. Next up, I have this random no-name sling pack that's kind of in between the size of the Lululemon pouch as well as the Bellroy 6-liter. But it's good because, you know, it's black. It looks just like a regular kind of fanny pack, but it's got that little tactical masculine appeal to it. It's got a lot of pockets and zippers, and it's large enough for me to throw a smaller camera in there. So for example, the Fujifilm X100 V or 6 or anything like that, that can go in there. Or if you had the Sony ZV-E1, which I'm using to film this episode with, you can throw it in there. It's just a very, very basic bag, which I got for like maybe $40 Canadian-ish, so relatively inexpensive. One of my other favorite bags for carrying around as an everyday carry, holding maybe one camera or traveling with, is this Alpaka Vertex pouch. I really like this because the quality of materials, it just really feels premium. It's probably one of the most premium bags I have here. There's one other one, but this one it's fairly rugged, it's waterproof, and I really like how the front flap folds down and you can easily see all of your contents. So again, you can fit a Fujifilm X100 6 or 5 in there. The strap is comfortable and really easy to adjust. So I feel like Alpaka has really knocked it out of the park with this one. The Billingham Hadley Pro Small. This is just a very, very sexy looking camera bag. It just looks great and it's very, very lightweight. It is expensive though, but I really like it. I mean, it's got, you know, all of the things that you would need. It's got waterproof zippers. It's got a top grab handle. It's got a luggage pass-through sleeve, 2 large pockets at the front, and, you know, there's padded dividers for you to throw either a DSLR or mirrorless camera in there, plus other essentials. This is not really a sling bag. This is more like just a shoulder bag, but you know, I like it. This right here is the Tomtoc Wander T26, and it's large enough to hold a Steam Deck or a Nintendo Switch. It's just a kind of it's relatively not too expensive bag, but it can kind of, you know, has got a back pocket right here. It's got a very, very large internal pocket right there. I just feel like this is a good option if you are looking for a larger sling that's not too expensive. Next up, we have the AER Day Sling 3 Max. This one fits an iPad, which is really great. And it's got this really, really large opening, so you can easily see all of your contents. It's got some nice organizers in here. The only one thing I kind of didn't like about it is because this front flap kind of flops all the way open. If you didn't zip it up properly, your stuff could potentially fall out. But other than that, it's a nice, sleek looking bag, and all the products that AER have been, you know, shooting out have been absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, this is just kind of like one of their popular slings they have if you're looking for a larger sling. This is the Evergoods mountain hip pack, I think it is. But essentially it looks like a fanny pack, but extremely much larger. I don't even know, it says it's 3.5 liters. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's got kind of 2 main compartments. You got this kind of one main area right here, which has a little bit of organization, just kind of like the zippered pocket at the back. But it also has, you know, a rear zipper compartment with a key leash and even more organization at the back. So this is kind of a good one. It's got a nice little Velcro piece here, so if you wanted to throw on your own patch, you totally can. Relatively comfortable. Yeah, so this is the Evergoods mounted hip pouch. This right here is the Grams 28 133 Essentials case, I think it's called. It's made out of this beautiful full grain leather, and it's just a very simplistic, minimalist bag. You don't have to carry a camera in here. They do have smaller versions, but this one has padded dividers, and it's great because if you wanted to carry your smaller cameras or mirrorless system, you could totally fit it in here, and it just looks so sleek, but it is on the more expensive side. Next up, we have an Inateck Sling. This guy is kind of cool because I just thought that it was just a regular sling, but there is so much organization in this bag. There's just like, you know, different dividers and slots and pockets and zippers, and at the back there's even more kind of pockets and dividers for cards. And the cool thing is, not only can you do that, but it's actually got space. Once you kind of like expand it out a little bit, it actually has space for you to slot in a water bottle just kind of in this front part right here. So aside from having your everyday essentials and having kind of 3 main zippered pockets, you also have an area that you can fit your smaller umbrella or a water bottle through there. Also, the way that you can adjust the length of this to tighten or loosen the strap, it's pretty sweet. I really do like this system, this buckle. So yeah, Inateck. Next up, we have the Alpaka Go Sling Mini V2. It's just essentially a slimmer version of the Vertex. The opening doesn't open up all the way. It is a little bit longer though, so if you wanted to fit in some longer items, you totally can. One thing I didn't like about it is this kind of buckle system. It's a little bit chunky. Not only that, but it's also more difficult to loosen and tighten the straps. Yeah, so this is the Go Sling Mini V2 by Alpaka. This right here is the Peak Design Everyday Sling V2 3 liter. I also have the 6 liter as well, but I'm probably going to sell it because I mean, between the Wandrd Rogue and that one, I prefer the Wandrd Rogue over that for around the same size. But the 3 liter is a little bit different because it's a little bit smaller, it's more compact, a little bit more sleek. I do like this 3 liter. It's kind of like got these 2 main compartments that you can slot things into. It's a shame though, it doesn't have a rear compartment, a rear sleeve if you want to throw in some documents or any thinner items in the back. You can't, so that's a shame. So I might even sell this one as well. This right here is the Ulanzi Camera Sling. Now it's kind of cool because it is a cross between a Peak Design Everyday Sling V2 as well as the Bellroy Sling. It's got, you know, things from both bags and they kind of mash it together. So not only is it just a kind of a regular large camera bag that you can throw whatever else you want into it, it's got a divider, but it also does have a back sleeve, which I do like. Not only that, it's got a grab handle, it's got another zippered pocket at the front, it's got another zippered pocket at the back. It's made out of this kind of like rubbery type of material, so you do know that it is weatherproof. It's fairly comfortable and it's actually not that expensive, so it's a pretty good deal, and it's a good kind of in-between bag between the Peak Design, which is a little bit stiff, and also the Bellroy, which is you know, it's so versatile and it's so soft, and you can travel anywhere with it. So if you are looking for a bag that is kind of like, I don't care because it's so cheap, if it gets damaged, whatever, but it's very, very functional and it's good, then this Ulanzi bag is going to be surprising. Some people online though have complained that, you know, it feels a little bit more cheaper. Yeah, it does. But I mean, again, for the price, it's way cheaper than the Bellroy and also the Peak Design. So I think it's pretty good value. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you want to see me wearing the bag and using it and, you know, shoving things in and opening up all the zippers and pockets of each one of these bags, make sure you look into the description below and find the link and click on it, because I have done a extensive YouTube review for almost every single one of these bags. Some of them I didn't, but if you do have questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer you. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Desy31.